you seeing the lizard with the butterfly wings? I'm sorry. Hello friends, welcome to today's video. Today we're going book shopping. Should I be going book shopping? Realistically, probably not, because honestly my TBR is kind of overflowing. But at the same time, used book sales don't happen that often in my area, and when they do, it's just so much fun. I love going book thrifting. It's a hobby of mine, so I really want to go and I really want to check it out. I'm going to try to be as reasonable with my shopping as possible, but yeah, let's just go and see what kind of books we'll be able to find on the sale. I just arrived at the sale, and it's actually the first time that I'm this early to a used book sale because it only opened about 40 minutes ago, so I really hope that means that they will have a really nice selection of books. We will see, but it looks pretty big, so I'm very excited. Let's go check it out. Welcome back. It has now been about a week since I went to that sale. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it, but it is finally time that I sit down and I give you a proper haul of everything that I got at the sale. We don't have too much to go through today, but still, I picked up a couple of things which I am very excited about. But in general, the sale was really great. It was very big, so many books, and also a lot of people. It was very busy, but rightfully so. I just had a great time. I really enjoy going to used book sales. I enjoy digging through books. You never know what you're going to be able to find at these sales, and it's just a lot of fun. I find it really entertaining and I love going to those. Anyways, let me show you everything that I bought. So the first thing that I bought, I'm actually so excited about. I bought a jigsaw puzzle. I'm sorry, this box is massive. I'm holding it so awkwardly. Hold on. Okay, that's better. So yeah, this is a massive jigsaw puzzle. It is Heritage Canada collection. So it is like a vintage photograph of a Canadian landscape. This is actually Lake Magog in British Columbia, which looks stunning. Looks like it's somewhere in the Rockies, where I've been just a couple of weeks ago. So this is very exciting. I've never been to this lake specifically, but it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Also, I feel like it is going to be a very difficult one to assemble. It is 1,000 pieces. So yeah, it's going to be pretty big, but I'm excited. I really love doing puzzles, especially in winter time. I usually around Christmas extend my coffee table and then I just put a jigsaw puzzle. And then whenever I sit down in the morning to have my coffee, or just whenever I want to watch TV, and I always have the puzzle in front of me and I keep working on it throughout winter. And it's just, I really, really love doing puzzles. I'm very excited to work on this winter. Hopefully I'm going to be able to complete it. And also hopefully it has all of the pieces in it, because I did buy a used puzzle at the previous used book sale last year that I went to, and unfortunately it had 4 or 5 pieces missing, which is honestly like not a big deal because I never display my puzzles. I just disassemble them and then put them back in the box. So if it has any pieces missing, it's not really a big deal for me, but hopefully it is complete so I can have this nice image. I'm really excited that I was able to find a puzzle that I like. It was only $2, so I feel like it's a pretty good deal, and now I have a hobby that I can look forward to this winter. The next thing that I bought, I'm actually so excited about. It's not quite a book, it's more hobby related. This has genuinely been the best purchase for my mental health I have done in a really long time. time. This is one of the best things that I have bought, the best $2 I have spent in a really, really long time. I bought myself a Sudoku book. It's like a book filled with just Sudoku puzzles. There are about 500 of them in here. So it's going to take a while to go through them all. It is completely untouched, even though it was at the used book sale. No one has done any of these puzzles yet. So yeah, it was completely new. And the reason why I say this has been amazing for my mental health is because, as I said, I'm recording this a week or maybe a little more, like 10 days after I went to that used book sale. And so ever since I came back from the sale, I just put that book on my coffee table with a pencil. Ever since that day, every time, again, I have breakfast in the morning and I sit down on my couch to have my breakfast, my coffee, I solve one Sudoku puzzle. Whenever I sit down to watch a show in the night, I would just pick up a puzzle, and it has been wonderful. I feel like this has helped me so much to shift my focus. You know, lately with daylight savings, also winter is coming, and then I have also been really, really busy at work, and I found myself scrolling more and more on my phone, which is always not great for mental health. But yeah, I've just been falling into these really bad habits, and I found that this is genuinely curing my mental health. It has really helped me to work on my attention span. Genuinely every day I look forward to solving my daily Sudoku puzzle. I know, me and my grandma hobbies, but so far this has been one of the best $2 I've spent in a really long time. Anyways, let's talk about the actual books, which I don't really have many. It's only two. The first book that I picked up was The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. I am so excited. This is a horror novel, I believe. I have heard so many great things about it. I have never read anything by the author. I am a little bit intimidated because I'm not the most seasoned horror reader, so I'm worried how scary this is actually going to be. I don't really know much about the premise of it. 70-year-old Wen and his parents, Eric and Andrew, are vacationing at a remote cabin on a quiet lake in northern New Hampshire, a handful of miles from the Canadian border, far removed from the bustle of the city life, cut off from the urgent hum of cell phones and from the internet. They are more than 2 miles away from their closest neighbors in their direction along an old dirt logging road. On a cloudless summer day, as Wen catches grasshoppers in the front yard, a stranger unexpectedly appears. Leonard is the largest man Wen has ever seen, but he's young, 24 and a half years old, he tells her, and friendly, with a warm and wide smile that wins her over almost instantly. Leonard and Wen continue to talk and play until three more strangers, 2 women and a man, all dressed like Leonard in jeans and button-down shirts, come down the road carrying strange, menacing objects. Oh my god, I'm already terrified. Okay, in a panic, Wen tells Leonard that she must go back inside the cabin, but before she goes, her new friends tells her, none of what's going to happen is your fault. You haven't done anything wrong, but the three of you will have to make some tough decisions. I wish with all my broken heart you didn't have to. I'm so scared already. As Wen sprints away to warn her parents, Leonard calls out, your dads won't want to let us in, Wen, but they have to. We need your help to save the world, please. The Cabin at the End of the World is an unbearably tense, gripping tale of paranoia, sacrifice, apocalypse, and survival that escalates to a shattering conclusion, one in which the fate of a loving family and quite possibly of all humanity are entwined. Electrifying and haunting, it is a masterpiece of terror and suspense from the fantastically fertile imagination of Paul Tremblay. So yeah, this sounds both very interesting but also slightly terrifying. I definitely need to be in a mood to pick this up. It's not a book that I could read just any day, but I'm very excited. This sounds very intriguing, and we will see. Maybe I will save it for the next spooky season. Maybe I will pick it up sooner. I don't really know. I'm going to find out. But yes, I think this is a pretty good find for a used book sale. And the last book that I bought, honestly, is the reason why I should not have access to adult money. At least it was a used book sale, but still, yeah, this was purely a cover buy. I don't know. I mean, I do really want to try reading this book because I'm very intrigued, but also I don't really know if it will be great. But the cover, personally, I think is fantastic. Look at this. Are you seeing the lizard with the butterfly wings? I'm sorry. Isn't this a masterpiece? I think it is. I think it is wonderful. So yes, The Earth Remembers by Susan Torian Ongan. I know nothing about the plot. I only know that this is a sci-fi. Let's see, this book was published in 1989. From south of the post-apocalyptic border rides a lone seeker of truth, justice, and personal vengeance. Cimarron Langtree returns to the land of his youth and haunted dreams to rekindle the people's uprising against the occupation regime and the dread army of the clankers. His life is worth spit, until he joins forces with a ruthless mercenary, a mystic giant, and a beautiful, mysterious healer. They, in turn, forge an alliance with a race of subterranean mutants and the proud, fierce new Comanches. A one-of-a-kind Tex-Mex futuristic western, The Earth Remembers is Susan Torian Ongan's first novel. I take it back. Actually, I am excited to read this. I don't know. It sounds fun. It sounds goofy. I just bought it because I think the cover is really funny and it is going to be standing on my sci-fi and fantasy shelf as a decoration, at least. You know how people buy coffee table books, which honestly, I never understood that concept. So this is going to be my sci-fi shelf decoration book, which I honestly would try reading eventually, and we'll see. It might be great. It might be terrible. There's only one way to find out. But yeah, this was my last purchase at the used book sale. I really hope that you enjoyed coming along with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please let me know down in the comments, what have you been reading recently? Maybe you bought something new recently. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I love chatting to you down in the comments. I really hope you have a wonderful day and I hope that I see you in the next video. Bye!